Hello everybody, I hope everybody's doing well out there. We are going to make a backyard grilled chicken Southwest salad, and it has a honey lime dressing. Really good, perfect for summertime. Nice and light, get to use the grill for it, really good. First thing we have to do is marinate that chicken. So whenever you're making this recipe, marinate the chicken the night before. This way, whenever you're ready to use it the next day, it is nice and marinated, it'll be nice and tender for you. Okay, so the first thing we have to do is add about 6 tablespoons of soy sauce. And this is for about 3 chicken cutlets. I actually need about 3 cups of chicken. After it's cooked, we're going to dice it up. So that is what I would like it to come out to be. I am going to take a 1/4 cup of fresh lime juice that I have already done here. A 1/4 cup of vegetable oil. Put that right in. This is a really good marinade. Need a little bit of brown sugar. So 2 tablespoons of brown sugar. 1 and 2. We're going to add in some fresh oregano, and we're going to add in some rosemary. The oregano, what you want to do is try to use the fresh. It is best for it. If you're using the dried, just know that the dried is very more potent, so you want to use less of it. So we're going to use 2 tablespoons of each. So I'm just going to take the oregano first, and I'm just going to cut this up, and I'm going to add it right into the marinade. And then we want to put in some fresh rosemary. Rosemary, everybody always asks me, what does rosemary taste like? And it is like no other herb. It has its own earthy taste to it, so you really can't substitute anything for the rosemary. Okay, it's either rosemary or nothing. This is so good with chicken, so whenever you can, always use the fresh with this one as well. 2 tablespoons, so about 2 branches of it. Okay, and then let's just chop this up nice and small. Then we're going to give it a little bit of garlic as well. The garlic will be a nice addition to this marinade. And we just need about 1 tablespoon, so it's about 2 cloves of garlic. Okay, just throw this right in here. Makes a good marinade for pork as well. So 2 cloves of the garlic. Now I want to get that nice and chopped, so I'm just going to turn it on its side, smash that, and now just dice it really small. And just kind of turn it, give it a good chop. Okay, perfect. Add this in here, so about 1 tablespoon. We want a little bit of chili powder. Chili powder will give it a nice smoky taste to it for the marinade. So we want 1 teaspoon. 2 of these stuck together. Okay, 1 teaspoon. And a 1/4 teaspoon of the cayenne. Cayenne's very spicy, so has a lot of heat to it. So if you don't like that heat, you can cut back on it. Okay, I'm using about a 1/4 teaspoon. That'll be just perfect. Just whisk everything around really good. And this will be good enough for about 3 to 4 breasts, okay, depending on the size. But you do want to come up with 3 full cups of grilled chicken, cubed and just diced up. So I'm just going to take the chicken. You can put it in a Ziploc bag. You can put it in a container like this. Every once in a while, maybe half hour, just go to it and kind of give it a little shake. Okay. And now, mix that around really good. Pour that right over this chicken right here. We're going to let this sit for 6 hours. This way, It's going to have a real nice golden color to it when I'm grilling it, and have a lot of flavor in it. You just see this really looks good. Okay. And if you have gloves, something like that, just kind of go in, just toss that chicken around really good. Okay. When you do put the lid on here, make sure if it's a good quality container like this one is here, you can turn it over, okay? Just kind of give it a little shake, and that's all you have to do, and it really gets coated good. Leave this in the refrigerator because you need it to stay about 38 degrees or below. Okay, so we're going to put this in the fridge. While this is going to sit for the 6 hours, we can still take care of the dressing and prepare some of the salad for it. So we're going to prepare our lime honey dressing. Really good. After you're done with this, just keep it in the refrigerator until you're ready to use it. So we are going to take a half cup of the plain Greek yogurt. Should be good, just like that. 2 tablespoons of the extra virgin olive oil. We're going to add some honey to this, sweeten it up, because we have a little heat in the chicken, and then also we're going to add a little bit of jalapeno, but you don't have to if you don't like the heat. So 2 tablespoons of the honey. This really makes it a really good dressing. Gives it a nice glaze to the lettuce and the chicken. 2 teaspoons of the apple cider vinegar. 1 teaspoon of the minced garlic, so 1 clove would be good for that. I'm going to just kind of chop that up really small. Now, if you don't want to use chicken for this dish and you just want to make it vegetarian, you certainly could add all the different vegetables that you would like to it. If you want to change this and make this into a shrimp salad, you could do that as well. Okay, now we want the juice of 1 lime. See how this lime is nice and light? It has a lot of juice in it. Take it out about an hour ahead of time, and you will get more juice out of it by having it at room temperature. Okay, squeeze all that juice in here. So the bigger the limes and the lighter they are, the more juice you will get out of them. You can put them in the microwave for a few seconds just to loosen it up, but be careful. Sometimes they could actually just kind of pop on you. So you don't want that to happen. Let it rest a little bit. Okay, half of a jalapeno, and that is where you decide whether you want to add in the seeds. Okay, if you want the seeds and all the white, you're going to get some heat in there. If you don't want that, try to use gloves. Because if you take your finger, put it on the seeds, and you rub your eye, it can burn. So be really, really careful. Make sure you wash these really good, the jalapenos. Okay, and I'm just going to dice this really small. Like that. And just put that right into that dressing. Like that. Now we are going to take 1 teaspoon of taco seasoning. Gives it a nice little kick to it. So about 1 teaspoon of it. Sprinkle that right in there. And then just a little pinch of kosher salt. And a little fresh ground black pepper. And then we just want to whisk this up. And we're just going to put this in the refrigerator. If you're not going to use it for a while, just put it in a little container. A lot of flavor. Always taste it too, see if you need a little bit more salt or pepper in it. Okay? Really tasty. So we have our grill on medium high. We are going to take this beautiful marinated chicken, put it right on here. Just keep an eye on it that it doesn't get too charred, because having the brown sugar on there, it could do that. And also the soy sauce. You want this to cook through to 165. And after we cool it, we're just going to chop it to where it's small cubes for the salad. Chopped salad. Okay, let's see how our chicken is. Look at that nice coloring on here. Just flip that right over, and we'll just let it finish up on that side. Okay, and that is it. Just about 4 more minutes, and that chicken will be cooked all the way through. Always use the thermometer though, make sure it's cooked. 165. Okay, let's check this beautiful chicken out. Beautiful. Just going to let this cool just a little bit. You don't want the hot chicken on the salad. Turn that grill off. Always make sure you change the tongs, because you had raw chicken on it, so you don't want to take cooked chicken and then use the raw chicken tongs, okay? And switch plates as well, okay? Very important. So we're going to take about 3 cups of romaine. We're going to chop it up. Only chop it with a knife if you're going to enjoy it right then. Okay, about 1 large head would be perfect for 3 cups. Always wash your romaine really good. Let's put this right in the bowl, and you could put all the different toppings on here that you enjoy. Gonna put some beautiful tomatoes. Just take out these stems. Always keep your tomatoes face down, that way they don't spoil on you as quickly. Do the other one. We're just gonna give it a nice chop. Put that right in the salad. You could, if you're not ready to serve it, you could put everything towards the side. And that way it doesn't weigh down on the lettuce. And then when you are ready to add that dressing, go for that. You may have a little extra dressing. You can always save that, but I enjoy a lot of dressing on my salads, so I make enough for it. Just a nice rough chop. Now that we're in summer, you could always take any extra corn on the cob that you may have either grilled or you have steamed, and put that right on top of the salad. Some nice charred corn would be great too. That's if you have it left over. Okay, so what I'm going to do, because I'm not ready to enjoy this yet, so I don't want to weigh down my lettuce, so I'm just going to put the tomatoes all around. Just like that. I'm going to add in the avocado. Putting 1 avocado, but if you love your avocado, 2 of these would be fine. And just kind of open that up. Pop out that pit. Okay. And then you're just going to cut it into little slivers, just like this. And then little cubes. And just drop them right, those can go right on the salad. And then we're going to do that with the other avocado. We're going to put in about 1/4 of the onion. So there's a pretty large onion here. And then we're just going to give it a nice dice. It's going to have a lot of colors to this, which is always really good. And so much flavor. Cucumbers in here would be great too. I'm going to put in about 3/4 of a cup of shredded cheese. Cheddar cheese or the Monterey Jack cheese would be just great for this. Right? They always say the more cheese the better. a handful of fresh cilantro. That is if you like cilantro. Just give that a nice chop. Sprinkle that right on top. About 1 cup of the corn. If you can get it from off the cob, like I said, that would be excellent. If not, make sure any water is out of it. We're going to take our chicken and we're going to dice that up. Give this a really nice chop. Just twist that. Again, if you're ready to eat it, you can put it right on top. If not, just leave it to the side. Okay, looks pretty on the side, just like that. Sometimes when you're doing a chopped salad, it's not for everybody. Not everybody wants a certain thing, maybe the avocado or tomato, so leaving things to the side could be really good. That way you do please everybody. Okay, just about done with this. So this is about 3 cups of grilled marinated chicken. This marinade really, really good, really tasty. Look how pretty that is. Now what we're going to do is take the dressing and we're going to toss it with everything in here. I'm going to use the gloves for this. Add half of the dressing to start and then just see if you think you need any more dressing. You don't want to put too much on there, otherwise you kind of saturate all the lettuce. Make sure you mix this up just in case anything's settled. So about half of that. Give this a nice toss. Just try to be gentle. You don't want to crush the avocado and tomatoes. I'm going to say 1 more scoop of the dressing and then we are good. Always check it for a little salt and pepper, see if it needs anything. Looking really tasty. And now if you enjoy black beans, put up to about 1/2 cup. I find them on top looking really good. Okay, just like that, gives it a nice coloring. And then when you're ready to eat it, take some tortilla chips and just kind of give them a nice crunch right on top. It's like your crouton in the salad. Just want to make sure it got nice colors going all through it. But just put it on at the very end so it stays nice and crunchy. This is ready to enjoy. So I hope you will make this during this summer. Marinate that chicken. Make sure it stays marinated for about 6 hours. Okay, make sure you check that temperature on it too. Enjoy your summer.
See me and Julio down by the schoolyard. See me and